I'm a lion in the jungle, I'm a dog in the streets, a shark in the water, by all means I gotta eat. And even my bullet, I got them laced up with
You're locked in with Atlanta's hottest hip-hop station. The Hype 87.3.
That's right. It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live right here in ATL on the Hype 87.3. You see it. Listen, I got M.O.B checking in today. Nardi in the building. What's going on?
How you doing?
Boom. Cartoon in the building. What's going on? Boom.
What's happening?
How y'all doing?
Doing good.
I'm
doing
great.
good. In
Absolutely.
ATL, we happy.
In the building. But before we dive in, I want each of you just to give me a very brief introduction of yourself. Whatever you want the world to know about you initially as an artist.
Hey, I'm that dude cartoon, lyrically heavy. Hey, just one of the people's people.
Yeah.
People's champion. I'm one of y'all and just trying to represent.
I love it. Most definitely. Nardi?
And it's just simple with me. I'm Nardi McFly. I've been the guy, and the ladies be knowing it.
He just came on with the Barry White. I'm Nardi McFly.
That's his real voice. That's for real.
I'm just messing with you.
You
No,
hear
I
him
like
on the phone, he sound like he getting out of bed every day.
Right. He just woke up.
Oh, God.
You could do one of them late night shows.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what my people be telling me. I should be on the radio.
So M.O.B stands for My Other Brother.
Yes.
Man, I love that first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Is that how you guys reference each other as this is my other brother? You know, my brother from another type, you know?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
How did you guys, and neither one of you can answer this, how did you guys come together as a duo?
Well, we started as a duo. I mean, we just got together and we was making music singly, and then, like I said, we got together in the studio and like, man, this coming together organically. We just should do the music together.
Yeah.
And been doing it ever since.
How did you guys meet?
We a squad first and foremost. I mean, we was out in like Montana. So I would just say I'm from Las Vegas, home of the Rebels. We Rebels by heart. So when he came, for the military, I went up there for school. You already know we going against the grain. We're talking about less than a 2% ethnic population out there. So, which I like it. I ain't scared of them. I ain't scared of nobody. You know what I mean? So
listen,
you gonna get
y'all
used
clock
to me.
that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you gonna get used to me. And for real, I really feel like they need an example of what, like a lot of them, I've met kids out there that's like, I've only seen you on ESPN. Like, really referencing black people.
Wow.
And I was like,
It's like that.
Yeah, and I was like, I love giving them something that's better than the stereotype of what you think that it's just thug music, this and that. Nah, like
Right.
he works with the elderly, helps people. We help our community on the 24th. Right when we get back home, we're doing a backpack drive. We've been doing that for 11 years straight. You know what I mean? So it's been pretty cool. So we was already able, we got to look after each other and stay together. So we always rolled deep when we met each other. And ever since then, we found each other's talents and then kept pushing it.
I love what y'all are doing. Like you said, you are in an area where it's probably heavy populated with white folks. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these youngins, they say, I only seen you on ESPN. I love the fact that you're kind of breaking that cycle. It needs to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're setting a great example because you and I, and we all know that media can portray certain people in a bad light. They only show the bad stuff.
Facts.
It's so much bigger than that.
And let me get a shout out to them. 406 Montana, like, said, yes, they riding horses. They got the genuine ostrich boots, you know what I mean? But the culture lit, and for the most part, you're going to run into problems anywhere you go. But for the most part, Montana, cool. They accepting, very much so. Very accepting out there.
I ain't even gonna front. If it wasn't for the winters, I would live somewhere like Montana because I'm a nature girly.
It's cold.
That's what because I'm from Florida. I can't do the snow and the ice and
You saw, what was it, negative 30 last year for a month straight?
Can't do it.
29.
Can't do it.
It'd be crazy.
But like I said, if it was not for that, I would absolutely live somewhere like that because I just love the outdoors. I love being in the nature. I love hiking. Is one of my favorite things to do.
Right.
I'm sure it's beautiful out there, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's all right.
Oh,
You said it's aight.
nature-wise, it's beautiful.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not an outdoorsy person. I'm from New Orleans, so I'm a city boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
But you gotta get outside.
no, it's cool. It's cool. Like when you go out, it's really nothing to do unless
That
you like
part,
camping
though,
and stuff like that.
To a
Well,
city
no,
boy, it's boring because it ain't shit to do. But if you are outdoorsy, there's things to do.
Exactly. Just a friendly reminder, even if you melanated, you still need your vitamin D from the sun. I'm just saying. Just saying. Like, most people don't realize, and I'm not talking about just black folks, I'm talking about white folks too, because I got my blood levels tested and my vitamin D was low.
Yeah.
Most people are, because we don't get enough sunshine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all get out there and get some sun from time to time. Absolutely. So Nardi, growing up in, you mentioned Holly Grove, New Orleans.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's talk about that. Did your city influence you when it comes to music?
A big time.
Yeah.
You know, like
Tell us why.
Like I said, man, it's just like either you're gonna be an athlete, you're gonna be in the music, or you're gonna be a businessman. And I chose to do all three, really.
Yeah.
You know, but musically came after sports. And like I said, my uncle Greg D, he just really brought me up under music. You know what I mean? My uncle Ghost, he used to bring a lot of big artists in. So I just grew up in the music, and I just started loving music, and I just stuck with it.
Was it the military that made you leave? I heard him say you were in the military,
No,
right?
I wasn't in the military.
Oh.
My ex-wife was in
I got you. Okay. All right. So your ex-wife, was that the reason why you guys left New Orleans, though?
Yes.
Okay. Understood. That military be having you move around.
Yeah.
So no thought of ever moving back there?
Nah, I like visiting. I like being a tourist now.
Understood.
You know,
I respect it. I respect it.
I go home all the time. You know, I just came back from New Orleans just a couple of weeks ago. So
Yeah.
you know, like I'd rather be in Montana living my peace.
Understood.
That part.
Understood. How did you adjust to the winters there?
I still haven't. That's facts.
Man, you know, I think my biggest fear with that would be trying to get out and drive in it, because I wouldn't know how, because I've never had to do it before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ain't that bad.
I don't know. I'm a Florida girl. I've never, like, even here in Georgia, like if it snows 4 inches, the problem is they don't prep the roads so it freezes over. So it's like a sheet of
Right.
ice.
Yeah.
People here don't know how to drive on ice.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you that they don't do a good job at prepping the roads for us out there in Montana.
Really?
It's like get it how you live.
But
for real.
it's a slow and steady type deal. Out here, you know, you got to be an aggressive driver.
Yes,
you got
yes.
the 6 lanes, but they got that same mentality when it get wet or it get cold. They know out there we need all winter tires. Some people got
Right.
studded tires, like, and we slow and steady. So there's still
It's a difference.
Yeah,
Out
just
here, we
take
just
your
got
time.
regular ass tires that will slip and
regular
slide
tires.
and
Exactly.
end up in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah, so they prepared, like they used to it, so they're prepared for that. So it's less of, you know, accidents and stuff like that. So
Got you.
but you can still slip at any time.
Sure.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
But a lot of times, yeah, in the winter, like, well, we locked in, bro. Like
That's
COVID,
exactly. That would
we
be me. I'd be
locked in.
like, I'm not going nowhere. Let me stock up on my food. Give me a deep freezer, whatever I
Yeah.
gotta do.
But see,
This
that's the
man come in the
crazy
house.
part, though. When I first moved there, I was like, do we still got to go to work in this? And people was like, yeah, you better be here. Like,
That would be me.
like, cause you
Like,
know,
we
in
don't
New
get the
Orleans
winters
in
off?
Florida, you know, you get a little bit of ice, it drop below a certain temperature, everything shut down.
Hurricanes,
Yeah, everything
it's shut down, most definitely.
They like, nah, nothing shutting down here.
Is Nardi a spinoff of the government name?
No, somewhat. Yeah,
Somewhat?
Yeah, you know, my real name is Renard. So
Okay, so it is a spinoff of the government name.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, most definitely. And you from Sin City.
Yes, man.
Okay, let's talk about that. You know, how did that, if at all, maybe shape your approach to why you're doing music?
It made me desensitized to being starstruck. Like when we was just in some hood apartments. My pops, he's a military chief
Okay.
master sergeant. Shout out to my pops.
Thank you for your service, Pops.
Yes, sir. And I was out there when I was 7. We came from Little Rock, Arkansas. So I got my southern background there. My mama out there. I've been there since I was 7. So we were right next to Wayne Newton's house. It was a local celebrity, you know what I mean? But we were next to Wayne Newton's house. Mike Tyson came to my Pop Warner game.
Wow.
You know, like, so you seeing all these celebrities, but then you realize real quick these just people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I've talked to Floyd Mayweather in passing. Like we've seen him jogging with his squad. You know, like everywhere we go, we run into so many people. So very desensitized to that, to the point of like, well, he believes just like me. I can make it.
Of course.
You know, and it ain't what you know, it's who you know. So you start knowing the right people, get the right connections and stuff like that. But Vegas, I mean, is amazing as far as the entertainment side, and I always knew I wanted to entertain as well.
I love that. And what you just said is one of the truest statements ever. It's not always about what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
Because building them relationships will put you in places that sometimes knowledge and money cannot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You build that relationship with we'll say Mike Tyson, for example. He gonna be able to walk you into a Mike Tyson party that you couldn't buy your way into. That money can't, like, oh, let me slip now.
Exactly.
Bro, if you don't know them, you ain't getting in here.
Yeah, and I've been in some awesome places. Like, just by being around the right people
100%.
at the right time. So
Absolutely. Let's talk about your name, Cartoon. Where did it come from?
I've always been goofy. Just goofy and like ever since a young age, like I just say some messed up stuff.
Some silly stuff.
Just random though. If it's in my head, they just come out. But like the way I act, the way I do, I never had a filter of giving a damn about what people thought about me. I always live the way I want to. My energy's out there, and nobody's gonna deter me from doing that. And I'm when I get into my pocket of rhyming, one dude told me, he was like, dude, you do things that I've only seen in video games or cartoons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was like, you the type of dude that you could drop an anvil on you and you'll laugh and walk. You know, the Wile E. Coyote type deal, and just kind of stuck. It was like, you like a cartoon. It was like,
I like that
the
though.
life. I like the fact that you can do the impossible in an animated deal, and I want to achieve the impossible.
100%. And like you said, you know, not really giving a damn about what people think, because we can't please everybody.
Yeah.
Nor should we try to.
Mm-hmm.
If someone don't like me, that's their business. That ain't my business.
It's not, yeah.
I don't care.
They lost.
I don't give a damn. He don't give a damn, and he don't give a damn. We live in our best life, and I feel like in order to live your best life, you have to have that type of mentality. Truly, just not to say we're not a caring person, we just don't care about the negativity.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
most
like
definitely.
For example, we just did a concert of Rap in the Rivers in the Montana, little festival out there. It's pretty cool. And he come out, he always swagged out Louis V sneakers, this and that. Like, he always swagged out. And I commend that for him. That's just not me.
Understood.
I like it, but it's just not me.
I come
on the stage, I got the purge mask on, flipping my dress, I'm going crazy. Somebody had said something to him, and he was like, that's what Toon do, though. I'm not worried about him. He gonna show up the way he show up, and I'm gonna support him 100%. And it's always been like that.
And that's why you guys balance each other out. Like the old saying, opposites attract. And when I was younger, I never understood that. But what I realized is when you're two totally different people, you bring a balance to each other.
Right.
That's why you guys are going to be very, very successful together, because you're bringing that balance to each other.
I appreciate that.
One last question for you about the cartoon. What is your favorite cartoon?
I'm really stuck. I'm serious. I'm really stuck on the old school Looney Tunes stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I love it too.
Violent as it is, when you get, you know, when you see things as a kid, like, but then you get older and you realize, like, oh snap, like that was very inappropriate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it got accepted. Like, you know, big time, like anime and all that stuff. Now adults are righteously wearing Pokemon and stuff. Anime ain't really my deal. I like the old, like a sitcom, but it's just in a cartoon form type deal, like the Family Guy deal. I love the Boondocks. That's definitely the one that I had all the seasons on DVDs. Boondocks is where it's at. Yeah, we're going to stop there. Boondocks.
Okay, understood. Bam. But the Looney Tunes is probably the number one on the forefront.
I'll do my thing, smoke a little tree, and sit back and watch that for hours and laugh.
Can't go wrong with it.
Serious to this day. You know?
So I want to ask both you guys this question. We're going to start with Nardi first. What does the name My Other Brother mean to you personally?
Just that, you know, my other brother. You know, we're a band of brothers, family. It's just that, like, you know what I mean? We treat each other just like family and nothing else.
Yeah. Blood couldn't make you no closer.
Yeah, facts. I mean, actually, they closer than some of my blood.
Listen, I felt that. I felt that because, you know, I love my entire family, but I got people who are not blood that I'm closer with than some of my family members. No shade, but it's just...
Yeah.
No, that's facts.
It's the way it be.
But it's just what it is, you know what I mean? And I'm close with my family.
Yeah.
A lot of my family real big. I got family all over the world. But like I said, it's just like they're really closer than some of my family. So
understood. No, makes perfect sense. Same thing with you. What does it mean to you, like on a personal level?
Same. I mean, it's not a hit. It's the family that we built, being in a place that not a lot of people are. So, you know, it's hard for a lot of people. It's too cold. I ain't coming up there. As much as they love me, they don't love me over that -30. You feel me? So
I feel you.
But we live there. We are there every day, and it's like it's to the point where I've known this man for over 15 years. The whole squad has been like that. So it's to the point that when I'm coming over, I don't have to ask. I don't call. I walk right through the front door.
Are you cool with that?
So always been that way.
I'm just messing with you.
But it's family. Like it's the same way. My baby, he walk in, they run up, hug him. Like he was there for the birth of both my children. Like you know what I mean? Like he's met. It's just been there since jump. So it really is a family. He really is my other brother. So it's as close as it can get. So yeah, I like M.O.B. and saying that because the stereotype goes straight to money over bitches, this and that, blah blah. But we so far away from that. It's not.
You know what's so crazy? I'm gonna be honest. I'd never, because I've heard the money over bitches, but when the information was sent to me, that did not even come to my mind.
Right.
Honestly, at all until you just said it.
Right.
I immediately said, let me go see what this stands for. Like, that didn't even come to my head. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I just felt bigger energy from you guys in that.
All right. Appreciate it. Yeah,
but that is such a beautiful blessing to have such a tight-knit friendship where it's like a family with somebody, because we don't get a lot of that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be in their own world, and it's again, it's no shade, but people have their own lives, their own family. And I feel like it's so important that we keep people close to us, because one day none of us will be here anymore.
yeah.
So get as much time in as possible while we're here. Give us our flowers while we're here, right? While we still smell them.
And we love it. Yeah, love that.
So your catalog is described as rebellious and trailblazing, which I'm loving it. Okay.
Right.
And this could vary probably from song to song, but like as a whole, in general, how do you want your listeners to feel when they hear an M.O.B. track?
I just want them to like it. You know what I mean? Just uplifting. If you're having a bad day, let me put that M.O.B. on.
Got you.
I mean, we got a song for everybody. So, you know what I mean? However you need to feel.
So let's go a little bit deeper into that, and I'm going to ask you the same question. When you say uplifting, TampaMystic's having a bad day. Things aren't going my way. Which track am I going to go listen to first from you to uplift me?
I mean, it depends on how you feeling and what you need to be uplifted
I'm stressed out. Things aren't going my way. People are giving me a hard time. I'm just having one of them type of days.
I mean, we got this song, you know, you need to get hype. I mean, and we got a song called Here I Go. I mean, it's like one of our newest songs, and I'm really like,
okay.
It'll get you up there, make you want to just do whatever, like, you know what I mean?
I got
to let you know people, I'm here.
So Here I Go is the go-to record if I really need to be lifted.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Definitely. Same thing, you know, what would you, if I'm a fan or a potential fan, and I've never heard your music before, not tuned in, not listening to 3 or 4 of your songs, what do you hope that I feel from listening to your music?
Exactly, that is a mood change. Just a mood change, because everybody's vibe is different. If you need an R&B, sometimes I need a little Luther Vandross.
Yeah,
sometimes,
facts.
you know what I mean? Sometimes you need some Keith Sweat. Sometimes I need some Little John and the East Side Boys. You know what I mean? It just depends on what we need. But based off of what you were just saying just now, when you said, hey, I'm having a bad day, this and that, blah, blah. We Up is, you know, what we're talking about, or what we're going to be talking about today is what we're pushing. But We Up is exactly that. I mean, everybody can relate to the struggle from whatever your bottom is. My bottom has even been the mission.
Yeah.
The mission is the homeless shelter out there. Like I've been from the bottom. I've been in prison. I've been locked up. I've seen the other side. So We Up is, you know what I mean? It's just celebrating the fact that we got some wins. Just whatever those wins are, I'm gonna celebrate them wins when we roll into it. Say roll the blunt thicker than the LSU gymnast. Pop another bottle, pour the liquor. Let's celebrate them haters that be sick to their stomach when you come up, nigga. What's up with you? It ain't nothing crazy. It's just the fact that, hey, I'm me. I'm doing me. I can look in the mirror and be proud that I signed on that house. I just bought a crib out in Montana. We don't pay taxes out there, by the way.
What?
Yeah, another reason why we stay out there. Ain't no taxes. We getting land, dumb cheap, $200,000 5-bedroom type deal.
That's insane.
We doing things.
Congratulations on that, though.
Thank you.
It's a big life move right there.
Yeah, and never thought that I would. But from the mission to buying a house.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? We getting there. I just bought a car. You know what I'm saying? Like we getting there. Like, so even if I ain't made it, those are my little wins. I got a daughter I'm actually there for. I got a family that I'm actually there for to depend on me. I'm making moves. We up.
You a girl dad, boy. That's all. That's say no more. Yeah, of course. Yes. So let me ask you this. You know, going from the situation, you said you were staying like at a homeless shelter. How did that change your perspective on life?
Ooh, honestly, it's humbling. Just humbling. I mean, you don't, because I can't say that, shout out to Pops, that I didn't have the right opportunity, but when you push against the grain so much that you really ain't got nobody else but yourself, it's the lesson that, hey, you know what I mean, you need to do it for yourself first, or at least love yourself enough to want it. And I think I was running from myself and my mistakes and all that stuff for so long that being in there made me look myself in the mirror. And really, probation and parole did it. It wasn't like I didn't have the money. It wasn't like they made me stay there just to be like, oh, well, since you can't get it together, you ain't gonna live with no girl, you ain't gonna do this, you're really gonna do this by yourself and figure this out. And I did. And I was in there for about 4 months. Like the first day they put me in there, I didn't care. I went to Burger King that day because I knew that they were gonna hire that day. Switched jobs in 2 weeks, got better. Next thing you know, I'm making $20, $30 an hour in construction. I'm out of there, and now, like I said, years later, now we buying a house, we buying a car. Like, it really put me into gear. Like, ain't nobody gonna do it unless you do it. You know what I mean? And do it for yourself. So it really gave me a sense of purpose, a sense of drive and determination that I think I had complete complacency in beforehand when a lot of things were handed to me. I can admit that. 100%.
Probably in hindsight, you appreciate having to go through that situation now.
Yes, very much so.
Because like you said, it's a humbling experience.
Yeah, I mean, you could always say you regret it, but I mean, I'm so proud of the man I am today.
Yeah.
So without that, who knows what kind of person, I could have more things, but how I treat people, what my character is, I wouldn't trade that for nothing.
It was a part of your journey.
Yeah.
God calls you to do that. When God calls you to do something, you have to be obedient to it.
Absolutely.
He wanted to maybe sit you down and humble you a little bit or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all go through trials, tribulations, some people more than others, but we have to appreciate every single part of the journey.
Right.
100%, most definitely. So Nardi over here, you're often compared to Lil Wayne, T.I., you know what I'm saying? That's some big shoes to fill. Let's talk about that. Do you embrace those comparisons first and foremost?
Yeah, I mean, I have to. I mean, if that's what people feel. I mean, I don't feel like I sound like either one of them. I mean, me and Wayne grew up together in the same hood. You know, our parents was right next door to each other. My grandparents.
Let me hear you say Wheezy F, babe. I'm just kidding.
Nah, but
you're a product of your environment.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but if I had to be compared to somebody, I don't mind being compared to one of the GOATs.
But you're really, even though people make these comparisons, you're carving out your own lane. You know what I'm saying? You're not out here trying to sound like anybody else. It's just high happenstance.
It's organic.
It's organic, most definitely. People describe cartoon as your delivery is sharp and animated. Animated, of course, because, you know, cartoon. I'm very animated, too. I'm all over the place, you know. How do you balance, like, your wordplay, but also having some storytelling in there as well?
I came from, I know God gave me that gift where I could literally read at the source. I feel like everything's already been said.
Yeah.
Everything from the 50s to whatever music they were making. Times have changed, but everything's already been said.
Yeah.
How do you say it different? So what other words can I use to plug that in? How do I change my vernacular to do that and stuff like, so I love words. That's my Picasso, and I can't draw nothing but a stick figure, but you put some words in front of me and I can make a Monet. I can make a Cezanne. You know what I mean? Like, so I just experiences. I've had enough experiences that I can just say things in a different way, but just still deliver the same message, you know.
That's such a valid point. I never really thought about it from that aspect. And what I mean is you said that everything's been said before. Mm-hmm. Now you just got to figure out a way to say it, but differently, like, so it comes out different. You know, and that's where that wordplay comes in. You know, y'all better get you a dictionary or something. Right. Because I've thought about it. I'm like, dang, like, same thing with beat makers will say. I'm like, how do you come up with something that's not already out there? You know, so they might have like, okay, I got this idea, but I'm going to flip it up and make it my own. That's kind of what you're doing with your music as well.
Right.
You're saying stuff that other people may have said, but you're saying it in your own way.
Yeah. Like, I mean, from the 50s to now, like, people been fucking, people been oppressed, people been cheated on, people been, you know what I mean? So everybody had their heart broken. Every story damn near has been told, damn near, you know what I mean? So it's like, how do you say your experience and keep it original, but still say it in a different way that it didn't remind you of the fact that we're out the generation has been pushed out and stuff like that, but it's real. They'll be real quick to be like, hey, that was that Johnny Gill back then, you know what I mean? Don't act like I didn't hear you jocking him, you know what I mean? So,
right.
Like, how do you say it different?
That's hilarious. Most definitely. Do you have a signature ad-lib that you use a lot?
I can't say I do I? I just be rhyming words, man.
Okay, what about you? You got a signature ad-lib?
He like to yell. That's his signature.
Oh, he likes to yell.
A little bit.
Like on Lil Jon. Yeah,
that's
something like that.
Yeah.
He like that. Yeah.
Oh, kind of like a schoolboy cute kind of, but I got my own little vibe to it. You know,
I got you.
In the Kendrick Lamar when it's like, that shit. But yeah, I got it.
So that's kind of your signature. So if someone hears that, they're going to know it's cartoon.
Yes.
I got you. What about you? You got anything signature like that you do a lot in your music?
Nah, just let you know. It's naughty.
He said, I'm going against the grain. I'm different than y'all.
His voice is his signature, I feel like.
Right.
He got a very, very unique voice. So, because he obviously talking, there's regular talking, but when he get turned up and deliver a high pitched or a high note, like, he can go, like, for real. But it sounds so unique, it's cool. So
can
he's got his own
sing?
signature. I would say flow the tune. You know what I mean? I ain't saying he's singing by any means, but you know how but get your little
You be
baby
harmonizing.
Sometimes.
With a voice like that, bro, you need to take singing lessons.
Definitely. So if somebody out there,
the ladies would love it.
Man, what?
Right.
That's two things I wish I could do is play the piano and sing. What?
Okay, well, there's lessons for both. Go get
enough for your little baby.
Go and get it.
Tell me, boy, hit you with that deep, very white.
Hey, it's over.
I'm dead. That was hilarious.
Telling you.
So by this time next year, you need to be carrying a tune, man.
Facts. Go and get that singing vocal coach.
Yeah, facts. Absolutely. That could be something you do during the wintertime when you logged in. Maybe get some virtual singing lessons.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Right.
I moved down here to Atlanta.
Oh God.
You know,
I love it out here. It's fire.
I don't know, man. Atlanta's so overpopulated. I don't know if it.
See, Vegas, same thing. But I'm so used to that, it ain't.
But it don't bother me. I heard it. You know, it's overpopulated with women.
It's just overpopulated with people, period.
Tell us about that.
I don't know that I would necessarily agree with that. Maybe it's because with what I do, majority of the people that I deal with are men. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I don't go out. I don't go to the clubs. I don't do none of that stuff. I used to, but that's just not my thing no more. So maybe if you go to the club, there's more women than men. I don't know.
I don't go to the club unless I'm paid. So.
Me too.
But it's just a lot of people then.
It's so, like, I don't know what the population is now, but Atlanta and like the little suburbs of Atlanta, it's like almost 7 million people.
Oh, word.
Yes,
word.
Ridiculous. Damn. Like, anywhere you go, you better put it in your GPS. Like, for example, I came yesterday. Thank God I put it in my GPS because it took me a completely different route than I normally go because probably there was an accident or something. Right. So it's like, even if I know where I'm going, I still GPS it. And if I'm going to the gas station up the corner, I don't do. But anything above like 10 minutes, let me put it in my GPS because it could end up being a 35, 45-minute drive.
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
So Atlanta's cool, but it is just very, very, very... I would say if you do move to Atlanta... Don't move in the city. Move like outside the city somewhere.
Outskirts, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys have very different backgrounds, we'll say. You know, like you said, you know, you in the Louis swag, you know, and you like, you know, you're different, you're cartoon. Yeah. You're who his cartoon is. Yeah. How do you guys like merge having very different backgrounds but still create like a unified sound?
I mean, it's just organic, really, like, and we just come together and like it just like that, it just comes together.
I got you. What would you say to that?
You know how when you don't know what you got until so many people pointed out that you like, let me take a look at this type deal. Because we just doing it. Yeah. Right? We just doing it. We just messing around. We in the studio. Listen to this. How this sound? Blah, blah. He get on it. We go back and forth and put it out there. And then you're your own worst critic. So
always.
We listen to it and we like, yeah, that's all right. But then some like couple, the homeboys here and they be like, bro, you got a hit right here. And like, that's old anyway. It's like, it ain't old to me. That is fire. You know what I mean? So it's like after enough people tell you, I'm like, all right, bro, we got something here. You know what I mean? Like, so in it, I think it's what you spoke on earlier, like just the opposites attract dynamic type deal. Like I said, that's what I appreciate about him, and he appreciate about me. I ain't never gonna stop him from being him. He don't stop me from being me, and it works out.
I think some of the best relationships, whether it's a personal relationship, like a significant other, a business relationship, whatever it may be, works the best when you guys are opposite.
Yeah.
Because you guys can come to a common ground on stuff. Because I feel like if I ain't gonna lie, I'm very, very headstrong. I got a big personality. I'm very controlling when it comes to business. I feel like if there was another me, I would not like them. I'm like, I can't work with this person because we'd be bumping heads. But like, I've got somebody that does come in and work with me. He films my mic drop performances, and he comes in here and does podcasts. He's very more passive per se, like easygoing.
Right.
We get along beautifully because we're very, very opposite. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you gotta, them opposites really balance each other out. So I'm glad that it's working for you guys. Have you ever had moments though where things were kind of low?
Of course. We've been a couple weeks ago, nose to nose, yelling at each other. Yes, we are brothers.
Like literally, like you said, a couple of weeks ago, before we even came, bro, we in the front yard. Other people telling us to shut up. Then we turn on you. Bitch, you shut up. Fuck you, man. Look out of my conversation. Anyway. Like,
wow. So.
But then hug it out and go to McDonald's afterwards. Like, it ain't never.
Not McDonald's.
It's never that serious.
Whatever, Wendy's probably. But anyway, you know what I mean? It's passion.
Yes.
I feel like if you didn't care, you wouldn't be yelling. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be this animated.
100%.
People I don't care about is hot.
We don't want the yes.
You know what I mean?
No. And I feel like when you genuinely care about somebody, you know, again, whether it's business, personal, or whatever, them times are going to happen because you're so passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
But you also are going to be able to work through it. And to me, if you can't work through it, like one person's like, nah, then that means that person's not meant to be around you anyway.
And that's what made us stronger, honestly. You got, I mean, of course, that we don't agree about
human beings.
We don't agree about hardly nothing. Like half the time, like, you know what I mean? and it's great, but like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we ain't gonna have like everything just peaches. Like we go through it, but it's because we care.
Yeah.
And with him, is the biggest thing is that he please don't tell me, oh, you the best. You did great, this and that. That shit sucks. It sucks. Say it. Tell me. You know what I mean? My feelings ain't hurt for you telling me, which is still an opinion, but it's your truth. Tell me your truth. Every time. Don't hold that back. Don't ever be scared to tell me the truth. There's been some shit like before. I think like last week we was in the studio. I'm up there playing some shit. I run a verse and and I finish up. And I'm like, yeah. And he looked at me and was like, trash. Anyway, I was like, you serious, bro? He was like, yeah.
Does it hurt your feelings ever, like a little tiny bit?
Of course, a little sting, you know what I mean? But it's something I gotta look at. And sometimes, and sometimes he's been wrong. Sometimes he's been right. It's just an opinion. I just gotta, I gotta just process it and see. Okay, that was his. Okay, let me see what he's talking about and look into it. If it applies, apply it. If it don't, kick rocks. You know what I mean?
Listen,
keep it moving.
That's facts. No, because like we going back to what we said before, we can't please everybody. There's gonna be things you do that he don't like, and vice versa, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Boom. We keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Figure out a way to keep it moving. So when it comes to you writing music, do you actually put pen to paper? You punching in? You typing it on your phone? What does the creative process look like when you're actually writing music for both of you guys?
I do pen to paper, and I do my phone too.
I got you.
But mostly my phone. You know what I mean? It's
just so easy.
It's easier. Really I get it.
Come with what I got in.
And chances are you would probably lose that piece of paper before you would lose your phone. These phones be glued to us. Piece of paper might accidentally get balled up and thrown in the trash. But I like the fact that you actually write. Do you punch in ever at all, or is it you always write before you get to the studio?
I always. I write before I go to the studio, just for the simple fact I don't like to waste time.
Got you.
Paying for that time.
When it's not even about the money, but it's just like people time is valuable. You know what I mean? So they like to come in and get a lot of work done and get the work done fast. So that's how I try to do it and get the work done fast. So the quicker we can do it, the more we can do.
100%. It is, people's time is valuable, but Slick, it is a little bit about the money. Would you rather pay for 2 hours or 6 hours when you could have get it done in 4? That extra 4 hours of studio time, that could pay for something else. You know what I'm saying? So from both aspects. Same thing with you. Do you write?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have books on books to judge me if you want to, but I used to diary, if you will, for a long time. I never liked counselors or anything like that. Yes, a journal.
I journal too. So do I.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's basically the same thing. Yeah, because that's what they called it back in the day, was a diary. But down now the new term is journaling. But I love that for you. Talk to us about that.
I just don't. Nobody knows yourself like you.
Yeah.
So it's cool to come back and see how you were feeling in those moments sometimes, and go back and reference that and be like, yo, you can give your own answers if you really talk to yourself.
Yeah.
If you were going through a problem and you were complaining and you were sitting here listening to yourself, what would you tell yourself? And those are references that you can go back and work through. I'm very in touch with my thoughts and feelings, very in touch with my emotions. I'm not afraid of them. I embrace them. So it makes it easier to read somebody when they're trying to deflect or not be themselves, or they're insecure, or if I struck something. It's really a manipulation tool, if you will. Honestly, but I know me. So with writing that, then the paper and pad is still the same when it comes to music as well too.
Yeah.
But now I started to more because I'll be on the fly. I always have an idea. On the way here, I started hearing something that inspired me. I'm in that Atlanta flavor. I'm like, check this out. I just started writing the phone, but you can pull the file up. I got all my files right there. Just hit the last one I was on, add bars here, close it up. It's right there.
It's right there.
I love it. So yeah, I'm starting to be more of the phone, but like if we like paper, it helps me memorize it better when you can just write it out.
Yeah.
I basically got my verse by the time that we're done. And then the studio time, that's a big thing. Like I love being prepared. I'm mostly in one take. I would love to probably give us a different sound if we punched in. I don't think we punched in one time in our lives yet. But I'll go there, lay the whole thing down, and we out of there.
And people take you more serious too. If you come in the studio and your engineer like is prepped and ready to go, and you guys are still fumbling around, you're walking in 10 minutes late, and you're like, hold on.
Right.
People look at you differently, like this, like you said, not wasting people's time. But you come in there, you're prepared, but people take you more seriously.
Yeah.
That's something I try to stress to some of these young artists, because for many, many years I did artist showcases, and a lot of them would have every excuse in the book why they show up late. Why, and I'm like, listen, I understand stuff happens from time to time, but when it's habitual, that's a you problem that you need to work on, because people don't take you serious.
Yeah, you got to care.
That's what superstars do. Like, you know what I mean? They think the superstars show up late, but that's not really the fact.
No, absolutely. It's all, those type of situations are all planned out because they need that grand entrance, oftentimes, because it makes it more, I don't know, it just brings something out more. If they show up at that very moment, it builds the anticipation, I guess you could say. Most definitely, 100%. They was early today. Yeah. But see, that's why I got here at 10:15. I'm always early because I never want my guests to arrive before me. Because to me, I don't care. Even if you guys were early, I still don't want you to be earlier than me.
Right.
There's just something about that grinds my gears. And on my aspect, I'm like, dang, I should have left 10 minutes sooner.
Right.
I hate people having to
especially as a host.
Yeah. Right. I don't never want that to happen. So it all worked out. Thank you guys. They were here early today. Thank y'all for being here early today.
No BPT. No, you know what I mean?
So your writing, does it typically come from like personal experiences, stuff that you've encountered in life, maybe some social issues, or a little bit of everything?
Mine is a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? And it just depends on what I need to say.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Or how I'm feeling, what the beat is speaking to me. And that's how I come.
Okay. So what about you?
A little bit of everything. Like, because there's been times that he got something, and then now he's like, I got a hook and I got a verse. I need you to plug this in. Okay, what's the subject? And maybe draw from experiences, but again, like I said, I just like saying some stuff that's shock factor things, some lines that be, what did he just say type, So sometimes it's just saying stuff to say stuff. I'm about there talking about 4, 5, 6 different girls in the ride, this and that. I'm married, I got kids, this and that. I'm just trying to rhyme words and make some stuff sound good, you know what I mean? So it just depends on the situation. Not saying that I haven't had that experience before, done that, so I draw on that previous experiences, and sometimes we just scripting cartoons. So.
I love it. Do you have a logo for yourself?
Myself, yes.
Like,
my profile picture.
Is it like a cartoon?
It's just like a little meme with a Looney Tunes inspired background.
That's I was gonna say you could have a really
Anime.
fire logo. Yeah, like super fire logo. So
For all y'all out there, if y'all trying to make me into an anime hero, have me go Super Saiyan 3 or something with a big blonde afro and go crazy, y'all submit those. I could use that for my logo. You
big
let me
facts,
know.
right?
Yes.
They get credit for it. Maybe give them a little cash prize.
Oh yeah,
or something.
no, we gonna definitely pay. Definitely gonna pay. Yeah, got to pay for your art.
Absolutely. So this is something I'm gonna quote from you guys, and this was in your information. We know we going against the grain. There ain't a lot like us out here, right? What would you say makes M.O.B so different from other artists today? Because you said there's not a lot like you guys out here.
Nah, we different, and we don't just rap about the killing and shooting you up and all this and that. We swagged out. We rap about uplifting stuff. We rap about a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? We don't follow the suit.
Got it. Well, I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to ask Cartoon this question. So your music pushes like a strong rebellion theme.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly are you guys rebelling against?
I just feel like people scared. Like I said, Montana showed me that. I feel like, you know, Atlanta being primarily black, the South being primarily black, a white city over here in Fayetteville, you know, all black in Little Rock, this and that. I don't care about the separation. I can go anywhere and put a smile on your face.
I love it.
I can be in Bismarck, North Dakota, in front of all these white people, and it don't. At the end of the day, it's not gonna matter about white, black, this and that. I affected your character, and I just happen to be a black dude. I feel like a lot of. I be inviting them. I'm like, come out to Montana. I feel like they scared. Don't be scared to bring your culture where you the only one. You know what I mean? Like being in those classes. Like I can only imagine. I see the other guy like Elijah, this and that. There's like black dudes that are truly growing up, not just moving there, but growing up in Montana.
Yeah.
Imagine being the only black kid in your class and not. You know what I mean? Like so. Like how do you deal with that? How do you go up? Like I'm not afraid to come out there and be the only black dude out there and represent my culture.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna infect you. You know what I mean? With my character, with my mannerisms, with my language. I'm gonna make you want to be something like me instead of like everybody else. So the rebellion is like even Alvin. Shout out Alvin Kamara. He just bought a property out there. You know what I mean? Like people are starting to know about the land out there, and I don't care if it's all white, all black, all Indian, or this or that. Like. The rebellion is to break the mold, to break the cycle, and stop staying where you comfortable. Go somewhere. Go do something.
Absolutely. I was just about to say you're so comfortable and your confidence exudes that, like you said, you can fit in anywhere. Because, like, truth be told, my entire life, I felt more comfortable if I'm the only white person in the room versus if I'm in a room with nothing but white people. I'm more uncomfortable in a room full of white people than I am a room full of black people.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always have felt that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I fit in better over here than I do over here. So I guess you could say I'm a little bit rebellious too. Not that I don't love white folks because, you know, my heritage, but
it's the culture.
It's the culture, yeah. 100%.
Culture, definitely.
Absolutely, most definitely. Any challenges that you guys have faced as of recently as an independent artist, you know, that you've had to overcome?
Just the hate.
Just that, trying to figure it out.
That's it. You know what I mean? Just figuring it out, figuring it to do it the right way. So, you know what I mean? Like Wealth Nation, getting with Wealth Nation was a big factor for us.
Shout out to Wealth Nation.
Big shout out to Wealth Nation. It's a big factor of how we doing it the right way. Like we have great music, and the hardest thing is just trying to get it in front of people. I feel like if we get our music in front of, if everybody got to hear our music, we would be some top this, top that, you know what I mean? But it's just a matter of getting it out there. My biggest struggle is the fucking algorithm. You know what I mean? Like, so just those are the challenges. I don't think like the music itself, we love performing, it's natural. The music is natural. Now getting it out there, the marketing, the budget, the this to that, that's my struggle personally.
No, absolutely, because honestly, that's probably the most important part is the marketing and promo.
Yeah.
Period. You got the good music.
Right.
But you got to have a marketing and promo plan behind it to get out to the world. One of my things I would suggest, like I mentioned to you earlier, is start running ads through Meta. Because I'll tell you, like, I get so many new business clients, so many new followers, new engagement just by throwing a few dollars on each post. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be a ton. And to take it a step further, if you do it through Instagram, for example, where you can choose your audience, choose the audience that says automatic, because what it does is it shows it to people who are like the people that already follow you.
Okay.
So like if you follow me and I put an ad out, it's going to show it to the people that follow you. Chances are if they follow you and you follow me, they're going to like what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got an iPhone?
I got a Droid.
You got a Droid. Okay, cool. I'll say with iPhone, if you set up an ad through Instagram, don't do it through the app because Apple charges an extra fee. Do it through like your web browser. That keeps you. Yeah, Apple be trying to charge for everything.
That's why I don't deal with them.
Hey, free game from the hype.
I found a workaround for that. Y'all ain't gonna get me for them extra couple dollars.
It counts.
When people look back at your legacy, M.O.B, what do you want them to remember first?
That we were giving people, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's not about us. Like at the end of the day, like we take care of others before we take care of ourselves, for sure.
It's bigger than you.
Yeah, for sure. It's way bigger than us, and that's the reason we do it.
Yeah. What about you? What do you want people to remember first? Like we'll say 100 years from now, M.O.B, what do you want to be the first thing that comes to their mind?
I would like them to say that's somebody we wanted to be like. You know what I mean? Like I pride myself on being the example. Like I'm not in shit happen. I'm not gonna say that I ain't gonna stand on my 10. I've already earned my stripes. Been there, done that. I can't stand to hurt my fellow man. I can't stand to hurt, especially my fellow black man. I can't. I want to still be able to hit hip hop and not have to do a Christian, we can't do Christian rap, but not have to do that genre or whatever, and still be able to be remembered that, hey, them boys are straight dogs. And on top of that, they really is like that. They really giving back. They really pillars in the community that's really doing it, not for show. That's just the way that they are. Character speaks volumes.
So beyond music, you really want to impact your community.
Yeah, we already do.
Yeah.
We really do.
That's where the legacy's coming in.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, just to take a little bit deeper into that. There is a lot of violence out here, a lot of gun violence, unnecessary. I'm not against gun because we need them to protect ourselves, but people use them the wrong way.
Yeah.
You and I are arguing, they pull out a gun and shoot you.
Right.
When we could have fist fought at max, or we could have talked it out and walked away and, like you said, hug it out.
Yeah, could have caught a fade, call it a day.
100%. Like Pop said in Friday, you live to see another day. You know what I'm saying? We use these. Exactly.
Get them hands right then.
Anybody that, youngins out there who are on the wrong path and they toting them guns around and ready to pull it out and shoot someone just because it makes them look cool, what would you say to people like that?
You taking away people's family. And I feel like a lot of it too, like I said, I ain't acting like I ain't came from that. It's kind of the reason why we in an open carry state, Montana. They got guns on their hips everywhere they go. One of the least violent places in the United States when it comes to that, shootings and stuff like that. So unfortunately some stuff has happened recently, but that's besides the point. But I mean, it's a matter of how you handle things. I feel like people so angry, and when you get into the cycle where my cousin been killed, my brother been killed this night, like you have nothing but revenge on your mind. You come from a place where you just had to get it, and you gonna go for what you know. And I would love to just show them that, hey, there's a different way that you can go about it and still be successful. Still like, put your pride in your back pocket for a second and live. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody's son. That's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's mama. These lives that you taking, these are valued people in the community. I'm not trying to say I don't know what they've done or whatever, but this is a life that can potentially affect other lives, and all you're doing is affecting the cycle negatively. You kill somebody again, now you done angered somebody else that wants to get that revenge, that's vindictive, that can't let that go and has to get it back. You know what I mean? Like if we can put it in the sense of, we fought it out and called it a day. Now we're showing something different. But I truly just don't know what that first step's going to be to stop the cycle of the vindictive mentality or the retaliation mentality. And so many people are so worried about, oh, you pussy.
Exactly, right.
You want to check these hands where, like, absolutely. Because, hey, it comes down to it that you got to prove yourself with a gun. I guess I'm pussy then. You go ahead, bro. You know what I mean? I got a daughter at the house. I got, kids that's looking up to me. Shout out to them three. Like, you can have it. There's things that are just more important. And I feel bad for the people that can't change, like, or not change, but like be able to open their mind enough to see that there's things so much bigger than you in this situation at a gas station that's going to end somebody's life.
Because essentially they're ending their own life, because you can't get away with nothing these days. If I shoot and kill someone, I just basically killed myself too, because now I'm going to spend the rest of my life incarcerated. That is not how we want to live.
Or running.
Yeah. But eventually, listen. Yeah, listen. Them boys gonna catch you. Trust and believe.
They pushing the issue like it's cool too. Like, I beat a body. Or even faking bodies to be like, man, that.
But then you see them in the courtroom.
You ain't
and
coming around
crying.
on God. Howling.
Right. It's like, but you know what it is? I think, and I can't speak obviously because I've never been in that situation, but I feel like a lot of people act off of emotion.
Yeah, very much.
There have been times where I probably would have wanted to shoot someone because I was so pissed off. And I'm like, you can't act off of emotion.
Right.
And we got to learn to be proactive rather than reactive. If you stop and think about your move rather than just being reactive, it can keep you out of a lot of ugly situations. So thank you for sharing that, because I feel like a lot of people need to hear that.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So we got your song loaded up and ready to go. It's called We Up. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Before we get into it, Nardi, where can people follow you on your socials?
You can follow me on all social media platforms under mob_Nardi_McFly. And I'll be there.
Cartoon, what about you? Where can we follow you at?
That Dude Cartoon with a D, D-A-T Dude Cartoon, all one word. I got one more profile that's M.O.B, That Dude Cartoon. But they all linked in. You find one, you're going to find the rest of them. Got
you. And Cartoon, who do you want to give thanks to that's been supporting you through your journey?
God. First and foremost, cliche, but I do nothing without the Lord. Big shout out to my wife. Big shout out to my kids. Big shout out to Wealth Nation. They've done in this little time opened my eyes and showed us things that we've been working years to get at. So big shout out to Rob, Quanda, all the people of Wealth Nation that's helping us. My mama, my Dukes, love you many. You know what I mean? Brandon, my brother Mikey in Mississippi. You know what I mean? All my loved ones, if I forgot it, didn't name drop you, I apologize. So that go for Kendry, Azzy, Urias, Solomon, Orion, White Kid, all the loved ones. You already know that I'm doing this for you. I appreciate y'all support, and I would not be here without y'all. And of course, big shout out to my other brother. Big shout out to Don Teasy. Follow him at Don_Teasy. That is our A&R manager, and our other brother. His name's Dante Terrell. Look him up. Go to my page. You'll see him all over there, too. So he is the one that's making the magic happen. He's the one that's got us linked us with you. He got us linked up with Wealth Nation. He is doing the real work. So big shout out to Dante. We miss you, bro.
100%. Who do you want to give thanks to, Nardi?
Again, like you said, God first, you know what I mean? My pastors and all that, my bishop, my mom, of course, you know, family members, Janaz, my Uncle T, you know, they did a lot for me, you know what I mean? A lot for us, for sure. You know, the Beehive family, for sure, you know, without them, I wouldn't even be having fun and nothing like that, for sure. You know, just everybody who supports us. I just want to shout y'all out. The whole Montana, the whole Holly Grove, everybody, the whole world. Whoever supports us, you know what I mean? Shout out to y'all.
Definitely. Shout out both you guys. Thank you for being here today. I'm glad we were able to make this happen.
Shout out to you too.
You're amazing.
Tampa.
Yeah.
100%. Of course. It's
gonna be all over my page, TampaMystic. Y'all gonna be one to tap into because you think this is cool. You know it's cool. So hey, go ahead and get cool. Sure. Get out here.
Get on board or get left behind.
The whole mob too. Shout out the whole M.O.B.
We appreciate it.
We a whole bunch of
Squad and Love and Bo. Get Big Hunt. You already know everybody in the squad.
We all over the world.
We all over.
Worldwide with it. International.
And that's no cap. Like seriously.
Hunt in Canada.
We got Canada.
Germany. We got family everywhere. Yeah, the mob deep.
That's hard. Deep. So let's get into this record. Whoever wants to introduce it, y'all want to bounce off of each other, introduce it, however we want to do it.
Get it popping, bro.
Yeah. Well, we want to introduce this record to the world, to the whole world. It's called We Up. It's featuring our other brother, you know, Faro, you know, and it's your boy Nardi McFly and that dude Cartoon. So hope y'all like that.
Already.
If you feeling down, we about to come up. Go ahead. We up in this bitch.
We up. Y'all stay tuned for it.
Yeah.
Come and see what all the hype is about. Tune in to The Hype 87.3.
in the jungle, I'm a dog in the streets. A shark in the water by